Motors and gears are everywhere. They run the machine that made my clothes. They run the mechanisms that point the solar panel and the antenna on the satellites above our head right now. And the US is recognizing the importance of this by making motors again. And also the rise of robotics and automation is demanding more and more of motors and gears every day. But precision gears are a gap. Not only are a strong majority of them being made outside the US, this is also a 5,000-year-old technology that the Babylonians had, and it hasn't changed very much since then. So it's no wonder that they're struggling to meet specifications and is often the limiting factor of modern robotics and automation. Moreover, alternatives just haven't worked out yet. At FluxWorks, we're putting a new spin on this fundamental technology. We create magnetic gears. From the outside looking in, they function a lot like a mechanical gear. You don't even need to know that it is a magnetic gear as it operates. In fact, most of our sales have been retrofits to mechanical planetary gears. But when you zoom in, a mechanical gear has teeth that are interlocking, and its fundamental operating principle is to push each other, where it creates friction. But in a magnetic gear, which has no teeth, the first rotor moves and the second one follows because of its attraction. To use a technical term that I picked up during my PhD program, the implications of that are totally bananas. For example, you can't break a gear tooth. You can't overload the system. The system just declutches and comes right back, protecting itself and the system it's attached to. Additionally, we always land exactly where commanded, whereas mechanical gears have error or play between their teeth. We can already compete with precision mechanical gears made in Germany and Japan because we don't have to precisely machine and minimize that error. We're just naturally that way. Rethinking motion as a traction as opposed to this friction-based pushing has also enabled us already to develop our second product, a new way of torque sensing. When you reimagine motion fundamentally, you can reimagine sensors, controls, and far more. And this torque sensor is one of the cheapest torque sensors on the market, but we can also now fundamentally measure the smallest signals. We demonstrated it with less than 1% error over a massive temperature range. We have no idea what's going to get invented next. Now, this technology was invented first for lunar applications. But thanks to the amazing team that I have brought with me, we've been able to bring this back down to Earth, and we're all pretty excited about going to space in November, but we're all way more excited about the standardized applications that make like pickles in Minnesota. The reason we're so excited about that is because it's a standard size, and we can focus on just making a few standard products, which is enabling us to scale. The US government is one of our investors. The Office of Strategic Capital believes in us as a critical technology for rebuilding the robotic supply chain. We're adamant about being a fully in-person company, and we're outgrowing our 9,000 square foot facility already, thanks to some of the new contracts that we've won that are 3 and 4 years long, and we're moving to a 30,000 square foot facility already. As Ben alluded to, we're passionate about our core values, and I'm thrilled to say that it's actually working really well. I don't have to check my phone while I'm here, because I'm confident that through our faith-based ranked values, my teams can make the right decisions. Where we're headed is we've operationalized our mission as a flywheel, to have 3 discrete stations. It looks like a magnet, if you didn't notice. And just as an example of how this is working, our team is from the bottom up getting excited about it. What we meant when we developed this was our supply chain and how we enable our customers to do more. But even one of my team members, whose actual name is Genesis Bethlehem, it was an easy hire, said, hey, I'm really involved in high school robotics programs. Do you think our products and mentoring them is a way to attract manufacturer imagination? I said, yeah, can you lead that program? That sounds awesome. We don't need customers. In fact, we can't handle anymore. We're focused just on Delta robotic applications, which is a product you may not have seen yet. And the reason is because that's not a hype robot. This robot's been around for a long time and continues to grow, and is the reason we can buy groceries affordably out the grocery store. Where we do need your help is we need to train and grow our manufacturing capabilities. The way that a celestial gear is made is very similar to the way that a brushless DC motor or a permanent magnet motor is made. So if you know someone that has a facility, can we tour it? We will learn so much. And we're not trying to be your competitor. We could be your customer or your partner even. Additionally, manufacturing talent through partnerships. And then we are raising a seed extension round. We already have 1 million committed. And this is an opportunistic round. The US government is matching 2-to-1 the investment for this round. So a $3.5 million investment will turn into $10.5 million. Thank you.